Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's so great to be here in a new place. It's the it's one of the I guess the third times in the last 4 months that I've been anywhere. I'm an hour and a half from my house. We've rented a house for the week. It's so great to be somewhere new. So I wanted to take you with me, of course, as I do, as I'm prone to do on Sundays, to take you with me and join me here. So I'm just starting a watch party because I wanted to spread the word that you can get in your car and go somewhere new, but also invite you to do the same, to share, to start a watch party if you'd like, to just go in and invite your friends to join you, to spread the word, to join me now for practice. And I'm doing it with a smile and my one finger typing and all of that. So there we go. So that is done. Start. Okay. Good morning. Now I can come back completely with all my attention to you. Oddly, I'm not in the right place. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Happy Sunday morning. I haven't put a lot of energy into marketing these days, which is so lovely. I'm being in my life, and I hope you're being in your life too. And yesterday was moving day and getting here, and when you don't pack regularly, or when I don't pack regularly and go places, packing is quite a production and figuring out what to bring. And I used to have systems to leave the house regularly, and I don't anymore. So it's been lovely to get here and to share these woods of Cape Cod with you. So if you're here, when you come into the circle, I'd love you to say hello in the chat. I don't always get it because of the technology I'm using, but say hello in the chat or offer your location, and let's get together and practice this morning. So I wanted to take a moment and take a breath together. So breathe in and breathe out. A nice, long, slow inhale and a long, slow exhale. Inhale completely. Oh, hello, Helga. And exhale completely. And notice what changes simply from slowing down and bringing your attention to your breath. What are you aware of this morning? And notice again what changes for you. Last night here in the U.S. and maybe yesterday afternoon overseas. Overseas for me is Europe, and probably yesterday morning. Well, it's tomorrow in Australia. I don't know. Friday morning, or Saturday morning early. Anyway, at different times all over the world was full moon and lunar eclipse. It was about 10:30 yesterday p.m. here. Full moon lunar eclipse, and it's a really potent time. And we want to connect to the potency of this and this place of July that's about reset and renewal. Release, reset, and renew. So it's the beginning of July. So we'll work on releasing today and starting to vision what we want for the renewal. But releasing and checking in. And I wanted to say this about this time because it's also Independence Day. So yesterday here in America. Land of the free, home of the brave. We'll see about that. We're working on it. We're visioning it. And so in this time of the full moon, this energy hits the foundational structures of where we are and who we are. And we've really come to rely on, the structures that we've come to rely on in our lives. And here I've been home since March and with a couple of escapes for a couple of days to friends, to neighboring friends, but really home for 4 months. And we arrived here with friends that we've traveled with for our whole lives, our whole children lives, for 20 years. And we were speaking about this place of what are we releasing and what's happening. And we're supposed to be releasing our children into the world, and they're coming home to our houses when they're old enough to be released, that is. So it's an opportunity to release our attachment to all these old structures and to begin to revision what we can to replace them with, what we can replace them with, what would be a better service. So we've been home for a long time. What do you want to bring out into the world? What do you want to create? So start to get quiet inside and see what needs releasing today. What is on the offer for releasing today? And there's a wonderful quote that I announced this with this practice this morning. If you were the person who got the announcement, let's see. Oh, I don't know where it went. Oh, that's so sad if I can't put it back up here. I thought it would be right there. There it is, maybe. Anyway, technology. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Whether we like it or not, we are the cause of ourselves. By coming into this world, we fall under the illusion of senses. We believe what is apparent. And then fear seizes us and we forget that we're divine and that we can alter the course of events. So you've come into the world as the cause of yourself. You've come here and you have responsibility, and we remember and we forget that we can alter these events in our lives, that we can be present to the possibilities. So welcome to the land of possibilities. Welcome to all that is possible for you today. And let's take a breath in and out again. And where is your attention this morning? Where is your attention? Is it on the birds? Is it on watching meditation TV on your screen, or to your voice or your breath or my voice? Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Rub them to wait when our hearts are connected to our heart chakra is connected in the palms of our hands. And one of my favorite yoga teachers recently told me, heart and lungs. So connecting to your heart and your breath, rub your hands, energize that connection. And then bring your thumbs to your sternum and drop roots in your seat, or if you're standing like I am, through your feet. And from rooting deep into the earth, draw energy up and rise up. And breathe in through your heart where your hands rest on your sternum, and out through your heart. And then on your next inhale, whenever that is, comfortably inhale, stretch your arms wide. And exhale down to the earth. Open your chest, lift your chest. But lift from the rooting into the earth. And bring your hands together behind your back in a mudra. Make a steeple, cross your thumbs. We're going to do a little clearing to start to release. We can use our breath, this focus on the exhale, to start to release from our physicality, whatever needs to release of old structures. And the old structures could have been from sleep or from your day. So bring a gentle inhale and then begin breath of fire for 1 minute, a Kapalabhati breath. And it's going to shake my whole setup for me to do it. So you're pulling your belly button in and up. Say good morning to love. Close your eyes if that's available to you, and if not, just gaze down at the end of your nose. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely through your mouth. And then pull those pelvic floor muscles. Squeeze them tight. Squeeze them tight. Bring in 3 sips of breath. Suspend your breath. Hold the breath in while you squeeze those pelvic floor muscles and draw energy up from the earth. Say, good morning, earth. Here I am. Here I am choosing to incarnate in this body at this time, in this place. However did I get here? Hello, Mother Earth. Exhale whenever you need. And relax and receive the gifts of that 1 minute of breath of fire. What shifted? Sometimes the invitation to release something, the simple invitation, brings a release. We don't even have to go into what or why or how we feel better. And then focus on the feeling better. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Relax your pelvic floor and let yourself spread out in the bottom like a tree, spreading out, roots connecting all over the earth. Or maybe like a mushroom. Mushrooms and trees, they speak to each other on these networks beneath the earth, in addition to their above ground being. So become like that in your being as you spread out and open, and then inhale up those roots, up through the central channel of you, through your divine line. Inhale up through the crown and connect to the sun. Sun's not out here today yet, but it's there. It might be setting where you are, wherever it is. Reach up to the sun, and you're bringing that mudra with you. So bring hands in a steeple, and then inhale, a gentle inhale up there, up top. And begin the breath of fire again, 1 more minute. As you connect to the sun, relax your shoulders down away from your ears, so you might not have straight arms. As you find your breath of fire this morning, light a fire inside yourself. And you can connect this fire to the fires for the full moon all over the world. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And then squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, and this time pull energy and take 3 breaths. Fill yourself with air. Hold the breath. And as you squeeze those pelvic floor muscles, bring sunlight down like you're a tree. Draw it into your body. Draw light energy down. Receive the sun. I've been talking about Lake Titicaca and the solar practices where they go and greet the sun each day. They remember that they're children of the sun. Exhale whenever you need. Bring your hands down and bring that sunlight with you over your whole self. Let the light clear you. And then again, relax your seat, relax your pelvic floor, open and receive. So we're going to take a little walk through our lives, through a little journey. Breathe in again through your heart and out through your heart. And bring all your attention and awareness to your heart center. So if you need to put your hands on your heart to connect there, go ahead and do that. Connect to your heart. Inhale through your heart. Exhale through your heart. And then in your imagination, on your next exhale, walk out the front door of your heart into a sacred garden, into the woods. Maybe the lake is a river. Maybe it's a body of water, the ocean. Maybe it's a lake. Maybe you walk out into the yard behind me, into the sweet forest. Hear the whisper of the wind. Feel the kiss of it on your cheek. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face as you walk out in your imagination out the front door of your heart to a body of water. You walk out into a field, a meadow, a garden, and there you come and sit by the river or body of water. And you notice these old structures that float by that have been washed away. The places that have already been released through COVID or Corona or through staying home for 3 months. What's shifted? How have your structures changed? And you just let it go by. Don't pull it ashore. Don't analyze it. Don't think about it too much. Just notice. Maybe you're working at home and you never thought you could do it. Maybe you've stopped working. Maybe stop not working is on the horizon. Maybe your work has completely changed. Maybe it's not about work at all. Something's changed in your house or where you live, or maybe it's an inner change in the structure of how you form your day. And then take a breath into the present moment, into this weekend. In America here, we honor our connection July 4th to the place where we claimed our independence from Europe, from Britain at the time. We were here in New England, but some of those old structures we didn't release. Some of the old structures we brought with us across the oceans, and it's time to release them here. Now, on this Independence Day, with the support of this full moon and this eclipse. So what old structures do you need to release in your family, right now, this weekend, in your work, in your community, in your country? Let them go down with an exhale. Each exhale is a release, and maybe start again to see them floating by on the river. Let it go. Don't hold on to, don't dissect, don't give so much thought. And if fear comes up, honor it, see it, but let it go. Don't lasso that either. As soon as the fear takes hold, bring love there. If the fear takes hold, bring love. Bring whatever you need. Take this opportunity to release your attachment to old fears, old thoughts. Let them go down the river. And maybe they're cluttered on the shores, these old structures or things. Let's just push them offshore with love. And then there in the field, like you feel the sun on your face and the warmth of it washing down over you, bring love, the frequency of love, into your heart and over you like a rain or sun, a beam of sun. And watch any fear or anxiety dissolve as the love comes in. Let it come in all the way. Receive, receive, receive. As I send it out to you with my voice and my heart and my intention, radiating love. Inhale again. Release any attachment to the old structures with an exhale. And now, as we fill ourselves with that love, let's begin to vision. What can replace? What's coming downriver now that's the new model, the update, the new operating system for you in your life? What does it feel like? So maybe don't go right to the actual scene, but what do you feel like? when you go out into the world now? Are you taller? What's the frequency of the experience in your life? Where are you? Who's standing beside you? And maybe your support, the way you get connected, is through that stepping into the light that's inside you, stepping into and claiming that place inside you. Trust whatever comes. Trusting and feeling again. Take a breath there in this new place. What will serve you? What will serve your evolution? What will serve our evolution? And just take a step or two onto this new path so that you can move with it, move through it, bring it with you. And then imagine that step, that frequency of love that you bring out, the light that you bring out. Imagine it sharing it with your community. So maybe it's by literally holding a candle and passing the light. Maybe it's by expanding that light all around you. Sharing what your frequency of love is. Allowing yourself to show up fully in that way. Spend a little more time, a few more breaths, revisioning what you truly want for yourselves. What do we truly want for our community, for our country, for our planet? Your holding the frequency and the vision makes a difference. I share this practice to connect to love while we're distancing. So let's do that again. Inhale through your crown. Bring that mind down into your heart. And there you are, standing in a field, watching the water. Has it gotten very still? Is it reflecting a new vision of what you have? Created, seen? Who's come around this body of water to feed, to be nurtured, to receive what you're creating? Imagine it, feel it. And then as you inhale through your heart, wherever you are in this meditation, in this practice, inhale through your heart, exhale, and connect on the exhale to everyone who's joined this meditation. To those of you who are here with me live, to my friend Jorge Luis who just joined, welcome, welcome. And speak warm words and send that warmth of that frequency of love out into the circle and then draw it back in. So we start to weave and interweave this connection to love today, always. The more we practice, the more we connect to this place of meditation and stillness, the more centered we are, and the more we connect to the frequency of love, the less we look outside for other things to feed us, to feed our addictions. So through our connection to our own self, to earth, to sun, to love, we can find the nurturance and hold our center and not need to medicate. So allow that frequency of love to fill you, to be medicine. Love medicine. Inhale love, and if there's any other fear, anxiety, worry there still, release it on the exhale. Let the love come in and fill you up, and let go of what, or it's almost like love is a solvent that dissolves fear. Breathe in again. Breathe in all that you've envisioned for this time, during this time. Look around you if you're still out by the body of water. Notice the sun and the light that reflects on the water and comes in to warm you. And then stand if you've been sitting by the water. Stretch into your physical self. And you feel the sun on your face again and the whisper wind kiss on your cheek. And on your next inhale, whenever that comfortably is, walk in the front door of your heart back into the space you are right now. Wherever you've joined me for this practice, breathe into your heart. Breathe out of your heart. Take all of this vision into your day today. There's a place where we have expectations and attachments. I do. I work with attachment. I love attachment, and I release my attachments, and I hold open possibilities everywhere. So we move out of the place where hope is a form of suffering, where I hope it's going to work out, and we hold open the possibility everywhere. And hold the frequency of love and allow the possibility to inform you what you felt and experienced in this moment that we shared. Take it with you as a treasure into the day. I'm so grateful that you joined me here. I love hearing from you. A little treasure. What was the treasure, the gift that you received from this practice for yourself? Write it in the chat. It's time to start connecting again in person. If you live in the States and you want to come and join me for a weekend of ceremony, come do that the last weekend of July. And celebrate this great Pachamama, Mother Earth. Connect to the wisdom of the earth. And celebrate it today. Bring this vision out with gratitude into the world. So let's do one more breath. And fill your inhale gratitude for yourself, for the frogs, for the raindrops, for the birds. Exhale, give that all away. Inhale and receive gratitude. Receive the gratitude I offer you for sharing your practice with me this morning. It's been really, really lovely to be here with you. Thanks again. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. See you next Sunday, or maybe sooner.